And so you've taken unsecured debt that previously they couldn't really collect on, and now you've secured it and guaranteed it with your family's home. Secured versus unsecured debt. Why does it matter? What is it? Stick with me, you're about to find out. Secured versus unsecured debt. It's important to know what the difference is, because if you're going to get loans or mortgages or home equity loans or anything like that, they being the bank, the lender, may convert your unsecured to secured, which can be a really bad thing for you. So a secured loan or secured debt is basically a debt where there is a physical item that has been put on the line against that debt. So like your classic secured loan is a vehicle. You go and like pick out a vehicle and then you take a loan on that vehicle, which means if you don't pay the loan or they decide suddenly to call in the loan, like if one bank is being sold to another bank, then what they can do is just repossess that vehicle, and now they can sell the vehicle to get their money back from their loan. So they've loaned you money to buy the vehicle, but if you don't pay them back, they'll just take the vehicle, sell the vehicle at auction, and then they get their money back for their loan. Well, in the case of a vehicle, there's usually a little bit of money left owing, which you're responsible for. But nonetheless, that vehicle actually secures the loan for that lender. There's physically something there that they can come and take from you and sell to get at least a good portion of their money back. So that's what a secure loan is. There's actually something there. A mortgage is another really good example of a secure loan. You take a mortgage on a house. If you don't pay back that mortgage, that's okay. They'll repossess your house, sell the home, and now they've got a good majority of their money back for their loan. So that was a secure loan. In an unsecured loan, there is no item. There's no physical item that can be sold in order to pay back that loan. So an example would be like a credit card. You swipe the credit card, you're buying crap. They've just given you access to that credit card and that debt with no security. They're not going to come to your house and like get the Starbucks Go Cup and Milwaukee tools that you bought with it and repossess them in order to pay off a credit card bill. So it's an unsecured loan. A student loan is another really good example of an unsecured loan. If you have a good credit rating, you can actually walk into a bank and just get an unsecured loan. You can just like walk in there and be like, hey, I want $5,000 to buy some stuff. And they'll be like, yeah, sure, you got good credit. We'll loan you $5,000. Totally unsecured. Now, this is why it's important to know the difference between secured and unsecured. If you have debts that you're consolidating, which again, I would never recommend doing, but that's another video. But if you're consolidating debts, lots of times what the bank will do or what the lender will do is take an asset of yours and use that as collateral against the consolidation loan. So they may take like a couple of your vehicles or maybe the title to your home. Maybe they'll have you set up a home equity loan and then use that to pay off a credit card, maybe some student loans, personal line of credit. And all of the sudden you've taken a bunch of unsecured loans and you've lumped them into a home equity loan, or you've lumped them into a loan that has been secured with your vehicle and, RV or something like that. And so you've taken unsecured debt that previously they couldn't really collect on, and now you've secured it. And the worst case scenario is if you do it with your home equity, if you do it with a home equity loan, because literally you're taking what was like a student loan, maybe a Visa, crap like that, and you've actually mortgaged it into your house and guaranteed it with your family's home. Any of that stuff where there wasn't a physical asset that was put up would have been better off just left as it was. There was no security on those. It's an unsecured loan, which is a risk for the bank. So they want you to come in and they'll offer you these great deals for you to come in. Oh, you're paying 12% interest? Don't do that. Consolidate your debt. We'll give you 7% interest, but you're gonna have to secure the loan with your family home. Next thing you know, you've mortgaged in all of this unsecured debt into what's now a secured debt, even though they gave you a lower interest payment. And what does that even mean to you? It means you're still in debt. Now you have securities against that loan. You're actually in a more vulnerable position. So what's better than any of that? What's better is using the debt snowball and just paying off your debt. I know that sounds crazy. You guys have heard me say this too many times. My wife Nikki and I paid off $91,000 in 10 months. Go check out the debt snowball. Check out my video on budgeting. Subscribe, like, keep following, share this video with somebody. I'll see you in the next video.